My name is Janine Knight, and I am the Virtual Content Specialist for Science, grades K through 2 students with disabilities. This presentation will focus on using graphic organizers to support comprehension for struggling students. Students who struggle with reading can improve their reading comprehension by using graphic organizers. These simple visual tools allow students to break down texts. They also help students keep track of thoughts as they read. According to the Universal Design for Learning, providing multiple means of representation recognizes the what of learning. Providing options for comprehension gives students more access to the text that they're reading. According to the Universal Design for Learning's Checkpoint 3.2, highlighting patterns, critical features, big ideas, and relationships for students is the facility with which they distinguish what is critical from what is unimportant or irrelevant. Some students quickly recognize the most important features and information. They allocate their time efficiently, quickly identifying what is valuable and finding the right hooks with which to assimilate the most valuable information into existing knowledge. Other students do need support with this. One of the most effective ways to make information more accessible is to provide explicit cues or prompts that assist individuals in attending to those features that matter most while avoiding those that matter least. As educators, we can do this in many different ways. We're going to focus today on using graphic organizers to emphasize key ideas and relationships for students to support their comprehension. The text that we will be using is from the Science Student Journal, Grade 2, Unit 1, Week 26. The students are studying how animals and plants depend on each other, and they're focusing on Chapter 7 of the Student Journal during this week of instruction. This KWL chart will support students by activating prior knowledge before they read, recording their wonderings and what's important to focus on during their reading, and then listing the facts that they learned after their reading. In order to make graphic organizers digitally editable for students in Google Slides, you will have to be in edit mode to create it and also when the students are editing it themselves. Click Background, choose Image, and then you have all of these options to choose from. I chose Google Image Search and I searched KWL chart. I chose the image I wanted and I click Insert. The image will then become the background, which is the first layer of the slide. Doing that allows you to write on top of it. I changed the font color and style so that the students know where they're writing. So to create a text box, I click Text Box on the toolbar, I draw it, and I will type in it. Add text here for the students. I then will highlight that, change the color, and make it italics. I can then copy and paste this text box anywhere on the graphic organizer for a student who would like to speak their thoughts rather than type their thoughts because it may be easier for them. They can go to Tools, Voice Type Speaker Notes. Then what happens is the cursor opens up in the speaker notes. You get the same microphone you get when you choose voice typing in Google Docs. Click the microphone to speak what you want to say. Add text here. Click it again to stop, and what you just said will appear in the speaker notes. So there is one more step here than there is in Google Docs. You do have to highlight the text by triple clicking it, copy, triple click the text you want to delete, and paste. And then whatever the student said in the speaker notes can be copied and pasted into the graphic organizer if typing is a challenge for them. This is the text the student will be reading along with the teacher as a whole group and in small groups. Through discussion techniques and support from the teacher, they will be able to organize their own thoughts onto the KWL chart. So while they're reading, they will be completing the middle of the chart, their wonderings. So here is the text and the images, and they could read both the text and the images and get information that way. So they would be completing wondering here. As they move along and finish reading the text, this is the end of the section that they will be reading for this week. They will then, at the end, fill in what they learned. KWL charts are effective tools for engaging students in the learning process, the whole process, helping them recall knowledge that they've already learned on this topic in the know section, and tracking their learning progress through wonderings and what they learned. While they are often used to help students improve their reading comprehension, KWL charts can be applied to any topic or lesson. The possibilities are endless with graphic organizers. You can also create your own based on your students' needs. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this video.